What if the most powerful remedy for inflammation, infection, and immune weakness wasn't in your pharmacy, but in your kitchen? I'm not talking about some exotic herb or overpriced superfood. I'm talking about a plant you've probably walked past 1,000 times at the grocery store. One that's been tucked away on your spice rack, mostly forgotten. It's called oregano. Yes, oregano. The same herb you might sprinkle on your pasta without thinking twice. But here's what most people don't know, and what could change the way you take care of your body from now on. This humble herb has been used for centuries in Mediterranean and Eastern traditions, not just as flavoring, but as medicine. And today, modern science is finally catching up. Because oregano isn't just a seasoning. It's a natural antibacterial, a potent anti-inflammatory, a supporter of your immune defenses. And, when used correctly, it may even outperform some of the over-the-counter meds you've relied on for years. Sounds unbelievable, I know, but stay with me. We're going to explore how oregano works inside your body, why its effects are so powerful, especially for people over 60, and most importantly, how you can use it safely to support your health every day. If this is your first time here, I'd love for you to hit the subscribe button. On this channel, we talk about real solutions, not trends, not gimmicks, just natural strategies that work. Now, let's uncover what oregano can really do. Most people don't realize this, but there's a battle happening inside your body every single day. It's not loud, it doesn't always hurt, and often you won't even know it's there until it's already taken something from you. That battle is inflammation. That battle is infection. And if you're over 60, that battle gets harder to win. You see, your immune system doesn't age like the rest of your body. It fades, quietly, gradually. Just like your digestion slows down, your joints stiffen, and your lungs don't expand the way they used to. It's not your fault. It's biology. But it does mean that things which used to be harmless, like a little seasonal bug, a mild case of gas, or a simple scratch, now linger longer, heal slower, or sometimes turn into something worse. Chronic inflammation becomes your unwanted companion. Low-level infections start to affect your bladder, your sinuses, even your gut. And your immune system, tired and overworked, begins to miss the signals. You might notice bloating more often, a nagging cough that just won't go away, that uncomfortable feeling after eating, even though your diet hasn't changed. You tell yourself it's age, and maybe part of it is, but the real issue is deeper. The bacteria and fungi that once stayed in check are now taking advantage of your body's slower defenses. And here's the part no one tells you. The medications you once relied on, antibiotics, anti-inflammatories, even over-the-counter remedies, may now come with side effects your body can't handle as well. Liver strain, gut imbalance, weakened immunity over time. So what's the answer? That's where oregano starts to shine. Not as a miracle, not as a replacement for proper care, but as a gentle, natural ally in this silent war. Because oregano doesn't just cover the symptoms, it helps your body fight back in a way that's rooted in nature and supported by science. In the next part, we'll talk about exactly how oregano does this, why it may be more powerful than you ever imagined, and what makes it so unique among natural remedies. You deserve to feel protected from the inside out. Let's keep going. When I first began practicing medicine, we were trained to see herbs as folklore, nice stories, but not science. That mindset is changing. Because now, we have research, we have data, and oregano has stepped out of the spice cabinet and into the scientific journals. Let's start with one simple fact. Oregano is not just a flavor enhancer. It's a functional plant medicine. And the more we study it, the more its potential surprises us. For instance, oregano contains two key compounds you may never have heard of, but your immune system knows them well. They're called carvacrol and thymol. These natural molecules are part of what gives oregano its sharp, slightly minty smell. But inside your body, they act like tiny warriors. Studies from as early as the 1990 seconds and continuing into the 2020 seconds have shown that carvacrol and thymol can break down the cell walls of harmful bacteria, including some that antibiotics struggle with. We're talking about common threats like Staphylococcus aureus and E. coli. These can cause urinary tract infections, gut inflammation, and other problems that tend to hit seniors harder. But oregano doesn't stop at bacteria. Its essential oils have been shown to inhibit the growth of Candida albicans, a fungal organism that can disrupt your digestion, weaken your immune system, and even affect your respiratory and reproductive health. There's also compelling evidence that oregano has antiviral properties. A 2021 review published in Molecules analyzed oregano's ability to interfere with viral replication, especially in respiratory viruses like influenza. That's critical, because the older we get, the more vulnerable we are to viruses that younger people shake off in a few days. For many seniors, one bad virus can lead to hospitalization, or worse. Oregano works differently. It doesn't overpower your body. It supports it like a natural bodyguard that's already fluent in your immune system's language. And here's another reason it matters. Unlike pharmaceutical antibiotics, oregano doesn't seem to destroy all bacteria indiscriminately. It appears to be selective, meaning it targets harmful microbes while leaving beneficial gut bacteria mostly unharmed. That's a huge advantage when you're trying to keep your digestive system balanced and your immunity strong. Now, am I telling you to throw away your prescriptions? Absolutely not. But what I am saying is this. There are tools nature gives us that deserve more attention. Tools that work in harmony with your body, not against it. And oregano is one of the best we've found so far. It's been used in Italy, Greece, and parts of the Middle East for centuries, not just for flavor, but for healing. These cultures weren't waiting for studies. They learned through experience, through generations. Today, we finally have the science to catch up with what traditional wisdom has known all along. And the best part? Oregano is inexpensive. It's easy to find. And when used correctly, it's safe enough to be part of your daily routine. But used correctly is the key. Because while oregano is powerful, it's not magic. It still needs to be respected. In the next part, I'll walk you through exactly how to use it, how much, in what form, and when to stop. That way, you're not just experimenting. You're giving your body real support the right way. Let's talk about that next. Let's take a closer look at how oregano works, not in theory, but inside your body. And don't worry, I'll keep the science clear and simple. You don't need a medical degree to understand how this small herb packs such a powerful punch. At the center of oregano's strength are two compounds we mentioned earlier, carvacrol and thymol. These are phytochemicals, meaning natural substances produced by plants to defend themselves against microbes, fungi, and viruses. When you consume oregano, especially in the form of tea or oil extract, these compounds enter your bloodstream. And once inside, they don't just float around, they get to work. Carvacrol has been shown to break down the protective outer membranes of bacteria. Think of it like gently poking holes in the armor of an invader, allowing your immune cells to recognize and destroy it more easily. And thymol? It works alongside carvacrol, creating a sort of 1-2 punch. Thymol helps block the growth of bacteria and fungi, particularly in moist environments like your gut, mouth, sinuses, and lungs. But oregano's power isn't just about defense. It's also about regulation. Let's talk inflammation, the hidden cause behind many age-related issues: stiff joints, chronic bloating, fatigue, brain fog. Oregano helps calm that fire. It does this by interacting with something called the arachidonic acid pathway. That might sound complicated, but here's the gist. This is the same pathway targeted by NSAIDs like ibuprofen. It's a series of chemical signals in your body that triggers inflammation in response to injury or infection. Carvacrol, in particular, has been shown to suppress two key messengers in that pathway: IL-6, interleukin-6, and TNF-alpha tumor, necrosis factor alpha. These are pro-inflammatory cytokines, meaning they fan the flames of inflammation when your body's in distress. But unlike ibuprofen or corticosteroids, oregano doesn't shut down your entire immune response. It simply helps quiet the overreaction, the kind that turns a small problem into chronic pain. Now let's move to the gut. Oregano acts as a selective antimicrobial. That means it can help clear out harmful bacteria or yeast without wiping out all the beneficial flora you need. This is critical for seniors, because 70% of your immune system lives in and around your digestive tract. A balanced gut means fewer infections, better nutrient absorption, and even a brighter mood. That's not a marketing slogan, it's biology. The gut-brain connection is real, and oregano helps keep that highway clear of roadblocks. Even in the lungs, oregano's essential oils can be useful. Inhaling diluted steam from oregano oil has long been used in traditional medicine to open up the sinuses, ease coughing, and help the body clear mucus. You don't need fancy equipment, just a bowl of hot water, a towel over your head, and a few drops of diluted oregano oil can create a gentle, healing steam. Still, it's worth repeating. Concentration matters. Oregano in food is safe for daily use, but oregano oil is much more potent. Used improperly, it can irritate your liver or gut. That's why, in most cases, I recommend starting with oregano tea. It's mild, it's soothing, and it allows your body to receive the active compounds in a slower, more controlled way. Science backs this up, but so does history. Generations have used oregano as both food and medicine. And when science and tradition align, that's when I start to pay very close attention. So now the question is no longer whether oregano works. The real question is, how do you use it safely, effectively, and consistently? That's exactly what we'll talk about next. Now that we understand what oregano can do, let's talk about how to use it safely, effectively, and in a way that works for your body, not against it. There are many forms of oregano out there. Capsules, tinctures, concentrated oils. But in my experience, simplicity wins, especially when you're just getting started. The gentlest and most reliable option is oregano tea. You don't need anything fancy, just dried oregano leaves, hot water, and a little patience. Here's how I recommend you begin. Start with half a teaspoon of dried oregano leaves. Place them in a mug and pour in about 8 ounces of boiling water. Let it steep, covered, for 7 to 10 minutes. Then, strain, let it cool slightly, and drink slowly. This simple tea can be taken once a day, ideally after dinner. Why? Because that's when your body is entering its rest and repair mode. You're no longer digesting heavy meals. Your nervous system is calming down, and your immune system has more energy to do its job. The warmth of the tea can also soothe your digestive tract, making it helpful for anyone dealing with gas, bloating, or mild discomfort in the evenings. Now, if you're looking for stronger effects, say during cold and flu season, or if you're recovering from an infection, you can slowly increase the dose to 1 full teaspoon. But I don't recommend more than that per day. And here's something important most people overlook. Don't take oregano continuously for months on end. Even natural substances can shift the balance of your gut if you overdo them. I suggest a rhythm. Take oregano daily for 3 to 4 weeks, then pause for 1 or 2 weeks. This gives your system time to reset, and it reduces the risk of wiping out too many helpful bacteria in your gut. If you want to explore oregano oil, be cautious. It's highly concentrated. Never take it undiluted. If using it orally, mix just 1 drop of food-grade oregano oil with a carrier like olive oil, and only under the guidance of a healthcare provider. Even then, it should be used for short periods only, never long-term. Another gentle method is steam inhalation. Add a drop of oregano oil to a bowl of hot water. Lean over it with a towel over your head, and breathe deeply for a few minutes. This can help clear sinuses and calm irritated airways, especially during allergy or flu season. A quick word of caution. Oregano is powerful. If you're on blood thinners, immunosuppressants, or have a sensitive liver, check with your doctor before starting. But for most people, a simple cup of oregano tea in the evening is safe, calming, and deeply nourishing. It's not a miracle, it's a habit. And like any good habit, it works best when it's consistent, intentional, and part of a bigger picture of self-care. So if you're ready to support your immunity, if you want something natural that works with your body, not against it, you now have a plan. In the final part, I'll leave you with a simple message. Because this isn't just about oregano. It's about reminding you that your health is still in your hands, no matter your age. By now, you've seen the truth. This tiny herb oregano isn't just for flavor. It's a quiet force of healing, one that supports your body in the way nature always intended. But this isn't really a video about oregano. It's a video about you, about your ability to choose small things that matter, to take back control, to stop waiting for someone else to fix what you already have the power to begin. I've seen it time and time again. Seniors who believed their best years were behind them, only to discover that one small change, one consistent habit, sparked something new: energy, clarity, strength they thought they had lost. A cup of oregano tea might not change your life overnight, but it could be the start of something. A new rhythm, a renewed belief that your body still listens when you care for it. And even if you've been dealing with fatigue, chronic pain, digestive issues, or infections that just won't go away, you're not broken. You're not helpless. You're not too late. Sometimes it just takes the right reminder and the courage to begin again, gently, slowly, without pressure, to be perfect. If this video has helped you, I hope you'll give it a like and share it with someone you care about. And if you've already tried oregano in any form, tell us in the comments. What did you notice? How did it make you feel? You never know who your story might inspire. Thank you for staying with me until the end. Your health matters. Your choices matter. And I'll be right here every step of the way to guide you forward. Until next time, take care of yourself. You deserve it.